Hey guys, it's the July 25th, and today I'm here with Idris. I told you he would be back. Hey
Good.
Idris.
Good morning, everyone. How's it going?
Yeah, how are you going?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. So Idris, what do you have for today?
Today, market update. Let's have a look at what's happening in the US. Some pretty interesting developments. So, mentioned the US Treasury Secretary has announced that there will be more regulation coming onto crypto, and I think this is a pretty big deal that people should be aware of. So that started, I don't know if you remember, 2 weeks ago when Donald Trump tweeted that he wasn't a fan of Bitcoin and crypto, and they are, highly volatile and based on thin air. That was mainly that was a broad news about crypto in general, but it was also targeted at Libra. That Libra were we're not a bank and just a tech company, and the only sound money out there is the US dollar. Now, following that, we have now the US Treasury Secretary saying that there will be regulation coming for all the crypto assets and not just Libra or Bitcoin. So we should be in a position to expect something coming from the US. And hopefully it won't be as drastic as what we've seen in India yesterday or China in the past. But if they want to basically make sure that or ensure that crypto won't negatively impact the financial system, it's really general into what they could do, and it could be pretty drastic. But yeah, worrisome even. Let's see how this evolve, but let's keep it in the radar for now. In terms of other news, there was the CEO of Visa saying that they haven't been they are not an official partner of Libra, which is pretty surprising, given both companies are very well regarded and should have polished their communication a bit better than that I would have expected. So he just mentioned that they just signed a letter of intent. They haven't started to run a Libra node yet, but still it's not so great that he mentions that. So that's for Libra and for the US. We also have one last news is that the New York New York Department of Financial Services is going to actually create a new division for licensing crypto firms. So I don't know if you're familiar, but in New York there is currently what they call the BitLicense that allows crypto firm to run their business in the state of New York in a compliant manner. But because the kind of the sector is growing, the New York Financial Services is looking at expanding its offering and its regulation and to adapt to the technology change and to the financial changes in the sector. So they're actually setting up a new division for that, and they came up with a press release yesterday. So lots of development happening in the US. Hopefully, regulation will be not too stringent and won't impact the sector so much, but we will have to keep an eye on that. So that's that on my side, Vivi, for markets for today, for news, I mean.
Merci.
Um,
Uh, do you have any graphical analysis for us today?
Absolutely. So yesterday or overnight, I should say rather, we've had an exit of this channel. So I don't know if you remember, but basically Bitcoin has been just going down in this parallel channel here. Yesterday we took the liquidity above 9.5, or rather just above this low here, but still above 9.5. And that looks very much like an accumulation pattern, similar to here, where we just keep taking the liquidity below each low point, okay, and then we move up. So yesterday we've had exactly the same pattern, and eventually we pumped by about 4%. And what we could see now, what we could expect is either a pump towards 10.3, which could be an area of weakness to potentially short. Or if we were to retest the 9.8, so basically this lower horizontal, we could expect to take a long in this area. So that's currently what I see on Bitcoin. On the alt side, though, we've had some interesting developments. So alts have done a pretty solid move yesterday, and that's a good news. They're still way lower to their potential retest of support and resistance, but still, they for the first time they moved up with Bitcoin. So we should take notice of that, and things might be evolving in the positive direction for alt. We can see a couple of alts that have gone up. One of them is EOS that have printed 15% up in a day, which is pretty substantial in terms of ROI. In terms of longer term perspective, we are not out of the wood yet. Right now, EOS is currently retesting this previous resistance. ETH is doing something very similar and still far from the resistance. But overall, as we saw yesterday, the Bitcoin dominance has taken a hit. Okay, so we broke this trend line. We are currently printing a head and shoulder pattern and retesting the bottom of it. So we could expect it to come down all the way here, which could be healthy for us if Bitcoin were to consolidate in this range for a little bit longer. So yeah, Vivi, that's all I see really now for the market. I hope that was useful. Don't forget, guys, that this is not financial advice. This is only our opinion. You should do your own research, and feel free to ask us any comment in the chat, and we'll be more than happy to take a look at your favorite coins.
Yes, and that's all for me as well. Thank you so much, Idris. I really enjoyed your company today.
Thank you, Vivi. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to join our Telegram group and to follow us on Facebook, okay? I'll just leave the links here on the description. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.